Greetings and welcome to today's lesson. In today's lesson, I'm going to take you through the Capsim global DNA. So right now we are in round 2 of the simulation. As you can see here, round 2 of the simulation, January 1st, 2027. And before we continue, we're offering tutoring services. So if you need help in the Capsim global DNA or any related simulation to Capsim, text us on the email on the description or on the number of the description and we'll be able to help you. So first things first, we need to go through the globe. Remember here the report is called the globe. So for instance, here we have the key performance indicators, the KPIs. And here you can see that we are company Digby. So you can see that the person that I'm doing it for has an emergency loan from round 1. So he has an emergency loan of 13,915. And in this round, we're going to make decisions together so that we can find a way to be able to clear this emergency loan and start making profits. So I'll go to the research and development, but before that, it's cool for us to go through the globe, which is our report here, so that we can get to know more about our company Digby. So under the report, remember that you can see here, as I said earlier, we have an emergency loan of 13,915, but you're going to sort it out actually in this round, which is round 2. You can see we had sales of 29,907. We have a negative EBIT, we have a negative profits and negative cumulative profits. Also, you can see that our contribution margin is kind of low, it's 21.7%. So we need to do better and have a better contribution margin. So that's it. Maybe in terms of the ROA, that's the return on assets, the return on equity, the return on sales, and maybe the leverage. You can see our leverage is 3.48, asset turnover of 0.42, which you also need to improve. Maybe market share, you can see that we have a market share of 5.7, and the reason why we have a market share of 6.0%. And the reason why we have the lowest market share is because of the emergency loan that we have. But it's still early in the simulation, so we can still get back on our feet and win the simulation using the right strategies. So it's cool for you to go through the globe, which is our report, before making any decisions. So for me, I've already gone through it, and it will be cool for me to go straight and start making our decisions together. So back to the portal. As I said earlier, our company is Digby, and our products are Days and Deca. So our product Days sells in the budget segment, and our product Deca sells in the performance segment. So before I do anything, I want us to introduce a new product, and this product will sell between the two segments. That's the performance segment and the budget segment. So I'll introduce a product called let me just call it Devar, or maybe Diva. Just a second, sorry for that. Deva. So save changes. So the new product is here. It's called Deva, and this new product, I want it to sell in the middle, in between the performance and the budget segment. So I'll make decisions for the R&D for it. So I'll give it a speed of 6.0 and accuracy of again 6.0. Service life, I'll give it around 18,000, and then I want it to sell in all the markets. So that's it for the new product. And then I can now recalculate it. Yeah, so the product is located here on the perceptual map with a speed of 6, accuracy of 6, service life of 18,000. So the product starts selling next year, which is 2028. The cost for introducing a new product are quite high, but introducing a new product will make you make more profit. So it will be cool for us to maximize on our profits in the future rounds by having more products. So under the R&D, generally, we normally talk about the speed, the accuracy, the service life, also the age of the product. And also you have a chance to introduce new products. You have a chance to retire maybe products that you want. And before making any decisions for your products, you need to know that which products come from which maybe segment. And at the moment you only have two segments, the budget and the performance segment. So for the budget segment, you can see what they need for the Americas market. And I forgot to mention that in this simulation you only have three markets: the Americas, Europe, and the Asia Pacific. So it's cool for you to go through what customers expect in each, maybe expect from each and every market in the simulation. So for the Americas, you can see they need a price between 14 and 34, and it has 55% importance. They also need an age of around 3 years, and it has 19% importance. They need positioning of around 5.8, accuracy of 5.8. Speed 5.8, accuracy 5.8, and it has 17% importance. And the service life should be between 14,000 and 20,000. It has 9% importance. So that's the budget segment for the Americas, and also you have the performance segment. So it's cool for you to go through each and every market, and also for you to go each and every market and each and every segment in the markets, so that you can be able to know what customers expect or what customers need in the market. So after quickly going through that, remember that the person that I'm doing for made a mistake, so you can see that we cannot update or maybe make decisions for the R&D at the moment, because he sold last year's product and the product jumped to this year. So the revision date is 12th January 2027, and we are in the year 2027, so the product jumps to the next year. So the mistake that he did is that we cannot make decisions for R&D at the moment for both the two products. Deca is still developing, and also it starts selling this year, and Deva will start selling next year. And the reason why I've introduced these new products is because we want to maximize on our profits. So that's all about the R&D. Also, you can compare the material cost of units for each and every product, and also you can be able to see your competitors for each and or maybe in each and every regions. So our aim at the moment is to sell products to maybe in almost all the regions, or maybe all the markets in the simulation, so that we can be able to make more sales, get rid of the emergency loan, and start making profits. So that's all about the R&D. I'll just recalculate and then go to the marketing department. Under marketing department, we are talking about a few things, one of them being the pricing. We also have the promo budget, the sales budget, and maybe we need to forecast. So we shall start with the Americas market. And around the Americas market, after keenly going through the report, comparing ourselves with that of others, I'm going to give regional promo sales of 1,500 each. Regional promo of 1,500, remember that the promo budget, and regional sales of 1,500 again. That's the sales budget. So the promo budget and sales budget will help you to have a good, or maybe to increase customer awareness and customer accessibility respectively. Promo budget will increase customer awareness, but the sales budget will increase customer accessibility. How easily can customers access your product? So that's it. On the other side, we have the products, whereby you need to make decisions for the pricing and the forecast. So for me, for the product days, which is in the budget segment, I decided to sell it in the Americas, and I decided to reduce the price because people are selling at a bit lower price. So for me, I decided to give it a price of 29. And for the worst case, or maybe for the forecast, again, after keenly going through the report, I'll maintain the best case at 2,000, and worst case I'll give it 1,600. So we are forecasting better so that we can be able to sell more products. And remember that at some point in the last round we stocked out. Though we had the lowest customer awareness and accessibility, you can see our product is here. So we had the lowest awareness and accessibility because we did not invest much in the promo budget and the sales budget. On the other side, promotion and awareness, again, 1,500, and accessibility around, again, 1,500, so that we can get a better accessibility and a better awareness of our products. So after recalculating, you can see the total awareness at the moment is 63%, and accessibility is still at 33. So let me just give it 2,000 and then recalculate, so that we can get a better percentage of the accessibility. Also here, for the sales budget, I'll give it 2,000. so that we can also get a better customer accessibility. That's it. So that's it for our product days. Change to the price, change to the focus, and also manage to at least try and improve our customer awareness and accessibility. I'll go to the second product, Deca, still in the Americas market, and for it I'll give it a price of around 34. So I'm selling it in Americas again. And then for the worst case and the best case, for this one I'll give it 1,000 for the worst case as forecast, and 1,200 as the best case. And then for the promo budget I'll give it 1,500, sales budget I'll give it 2,000, and then I can now recalculate. So after recalculating, you can see the accessibility is at 62%, awareness is at 61%. We are not making a lot of profits, but we shall start making some good profits. You can see at the moment we are making 13,331 from that product. Diva is still a new product, so it's not available this year, so we shall start selling it in the next year. But at the moment, you will not be able to sell it. Deca, remember that it's in the performance segment. So after making those decisions, I feel that we are good for the American segment, and now we shall go to the Europe segment, or maybe the Europe region. So for the Europe region, again, we are selling the same products. So this one I'll give it 1,500 for the regional and 2,000 for the regional sales. Then you can recalculate and then come back now on the products. On the products days, I'm selling it, and I'll have to reduce the price a little bit after comparing our price with that of others. So I'll give it 34, and for the worst case, I'll give it 1,000, and for the best case, I'll give it around 1,500. And promo budget, I'll give it 1,500. Sales budget, I'll maintain at 2,000. Then I can now recalculate and see. And now after recalculating, you can see our awareness is at 53%, accessibility at 29%. And now we go to our product, Deca, second product under the Europe segment. For the second product, I'll sell it at a price of, again, 34. 34. Worst case, I'll give it 600. Best case, I'll give it 700. And then for the awareness, I'll give it 1,500. And then for the accessibility, which is the promo budget, I'll give it 2,000. Then I can recalculate. And we shall be making some profit of 5,305 if all things go well. Lastly, Diva, remember, is still a new product again, so we'll not be able to make decisions for it for this year. Next is the Asia Pacific region, and for Asia Pacific, we are also going to sell our products in this segment. So for the price, for the regional promo budget, 1,500 and 2,000 for the sales. And then for the pricing for the product days, which is the budget product, I'll give it at 3.90. And worst case, I'll give it 550. Best case, I'll give it 600. Awareness, I'll give it 1,500. And then sales budget, I'll give it 2,000. Now I'll go to the next product, which is Deca. And for Deca, again, I'm going to sell it in this segment. So I'll give it a price of 33.5. Worst case, I'll give it 300. And then best case, I'll give it 320. For the sales, I'll give it 1,000. And then this one for the sales, I'll give it 1,500. The promo budget, I'll give it 1,000. So after doing that, you can see also we're making some little profit from the product, and Diva is still closed, so we won't make any decisions for it. So that's how we normally work in these segments. And as I said earlier, it's good for you to go through each and every department, so that you can, each and every department of the globe, which is the report, so that you can be able to get how you're going to make decisions for yourself. Next will be production. In our production, we're actually responding to what we have forecasted. So I shall start with the Americas, or maybe the Americas region. And you can see the forecasted demand is 2,000, production 1,000, outsourced 1,551. So we have an average. So I want to reduce this maybe to around 1,000. and see. Let me recalculate. So production, remember that also we have an inventory of 1437, so we need to produce around 600 products. So I'll produce 300 here and 300 here. Then recalculate, and I can see that we have a shortage of 152, so we can produce let's say 460. Then we recalculate, we have a shortage of 93, also we can produce 500 here, and we produce 400 here. After recalculating, we have an overage of 22, so these ones can just remain on the inventory part. To the next, which is Deca, we are forecasted 1200, so we are going to produce 1000 and maybe outsource 250. Sorry. Then we can recalculate. After recalculating, we still have less 580, so we can produce 1650. After recalculating, you can see that 339 as the shortfall, so we have exceeded our capacity, so that means that we shall have to be able to buy more capacity, so we shall get back to that. For Diva is still closed, so there's no need for us to make decisions for it. It's not available this year. Shall go to the Europe segment. For the Europe segment, we are forecasted 1500. We are producing 1000 for the production, and we can produce 550 for the outsourced. After recalculating, we have a shortfall of 580, so you need to produce more. So you can produce 1600 here. Recalculate. And again, the capacity has been exceeded, so we shall have to buy more capacity. For Deca, we shall just produce here 700 in C. We shall be having a shortfall of 441, so let's produce 500 again. Outsource 500, and we have an overage of 59, so we have 59 more products. For Asia Pacific, we forecasted 320 for Deca. I'm going to produce 300 and outsource like 50 products. Then when I recalculate, you can see that we'll be having a shortage of 159, so here I can just be able to outsource, let's say 200 products. Still we shall have some little shortfall of 9, so I can produce 220 products. After producing 220, you can see that we don't have any shortfall, and we have an overage of 11, which is quite fine. For days, we forecasted 600, so we are going to produce 500 and outsource, let's say 150 products, and see. After recalculating, we have less 190, so let's say we outsource 300 products, and after doing that, we shall be having 40 more, so let's say we produce 550. Recalculate, and you can see that we shall be having 21, so let's say produce 350. You can see that we shall be having an overage of 29, which is quite fine. So that's all about production, and remember what I said, that we shall have to buy more capacity for our products, because at the moment we are actually exceeding our capacity, and even you can see the notification here. So we shall have to get back here and be able to buy more capacity. Lastly is finance. In other finance, we're actually focusing on now funding our company. And how do we fund our company? We fund our company by taking loans. So you can take mostly a long-term debt to finance your company activities. So I'll go to the issue of long-term debt and offer that 7,000. You can see we have a less cash position by the end of the year, but after taking the loan, you can see that we shall have a positive of 4,300 and 46, which is quite fine at the moment as the closing cash position. So this cash position simply means that we'll have cleared our emergency loan, and now we'll be having more profit in the company. That's why our closing end position is on the positive side. So if you need such good results in the Capsim Global DNA, remember to text me on the email on the description, and I'll be able to help you achieve these marks. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and like. Thank you.